Welcome back to my little creative corner of the internet. Or welcome if you're new. In this art journal with me video, I wanted to share another one of my favorite self-help books with you and talk about how to improve your work, life and mental sanity as a creative by not worrying about being original. This is the second part in my creative mental health series, where I talk about the mental struggles of being an artist or a person in the creative field, as well as about the books and concepts that helped me amazingly to deal with my perfectionism, self-doubt and procrastination. These concepts also helped me to develop a better outlook on my own creative work and life in general. So if you are a fellow creative struggling with perfectionism and the concept of originality, this is the perfect video for you. I think no work of art is truly original. Nothing in this world is. There is everything already been done. We are all constantly bombarded by content nowadays, inspired by something, like me being inspired by the book Steal Like an Artist by Austin Kleon for today's video. The book perfectly sums up what no artist wants to hear. Your art is not original. Nothing is original. And first, every artist mind will probably rebel when hearing this. But if you can free yourself from the concept of originality, you can create freely and embrace your own ideas without the pressure of making the perfect and completely individual and original idea and work of art. Because let's face it, every new idea is just a mashup or a remix of one or more previous ideas. No matter where they came from and no matter what kind of medley you created, by embracing the influence of this and the technique of this, mixing it with a little bit of the everyday thing you saw last week or the museum you visited 10 years ago, and then the notes you took there, don't dwell too much on the idea of making it your own original. Just make it. Andre Gide once said, "Everything that needs to be said has already been said." But since no one was listening, everything must be said again. And in Kleon's experience, it's in the act of making things and doing your own work that you will figure out who you are. In the end, all creative work builds on what came before. Every new idea is just a mashup or a remix of one or more previous ideas. Take the idea, add your own way of recreating the drawing style you saw in this artist's work and the thing you saw on the street corner this morning, and boom, you have your own completely unique piece of work. You can't sit in a completely silent and pitch black room, erase all your memories and expect your mind to come up with the perfect new and 100% original idea. So embrace your influence, school yourself through the work of others, remix and reimagine what you consumed yourself to discover your own path. Like Austin Kleon said, your job is to collect good ideas. The more good ideas you collect, the more you can choose from to be influenced by. Maybe we all should start focusing on creating interesting art or work that touches the people that consume it, instead of staring like a fixated bunny on the idea of originality in a world that is completely bombarding all of our senses with information all the time that will turn into inspiration and ideas. In the end, everyone sees the world a little bit different, and your own remix of things that is your work will look completely different than the remix or work of your fellow creative people, even if you pulled some of your inspiration from the same source. So get out your supplies and start creating your own work. And if you still lack the ideas and inspiration, go for a walk, scroll through sketchbook spreads on social media, go to your nearest library and look at art books, do some master sketches and studies of the great artists that came before us, and then I promise you will have enough chaos to create your very own remix, hopefully finally free from the ambition to create a perfectly original masterpiece. And I promise that will be the moment when you will create the art that is worth stealing, like Austin Kleon would say. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this creative deep talk video. If you did, a thumbs up would make me really happy. And if you want to join me on my creative journey for more inspiration and creative adventures, hit the subscribe button down below.